And we are live. Welcome back, YouTube, to another realism event. Tonight, we're on Stonne in 1944 with the Americans going on the assault against the Axis. As always, if you're watching this video, please remember to like and subscribe to the channel. We're almost halfway to 1,000 subs, and then well, there's going to be a sub goal, let's put it that way. Tonight, as I said, is a one live realism event using the Post Scriptum Realism Mod. It's the Allies going on the assault against the Germans on a modded version of Stonne. In 1944, you can see the Americans below me with the half-tracks. Clans taking part tonight. On the Allies, we've got the 6GA, Sturm, the Partisans, and also 7ID. And on the Axis, we have IR9, the 364th VD, and the 5th Geb Division. The objective tonight for the Allies, in fact, I'll read the blurb. Allied forces in the area have hastily set up a headquarters in the ruined town of Stonne. Their orders are to quickly eliminate 3 Axis positions located to the south. Yeah, that's basically it. 60-minute time limit on this. Every objective completed will award 30 additional minutes to the Allies. It's a respawn wave, one life event as usual, where the allies where the commander from both teams can choose when to call in their reinforcements, and yeah, that's basically it. Yo, Winkle. So yeah, YouTube. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Pretty please. So initially we got a few half tracks coming out straight away for the allies. Looks like every clan had their own half-track they could utilize. Those big, powerful 50 cals, absolutely devastating. Love to see the 50 cal half-tracks. I wish they got more use on public servers. You can see those big shots going across there as a firing line is going out. You've got the Sturm squad all the way in the back there, up on the cliffside, spraying down some suppressive fire as a forward push comes in here, using these half-tracks slowly to engage and push forward. Big suppressive power coming from these half-tracks. 6J over here. First casualty for them. Thunder goes down. You gotta love the sound of the 50 cals as well. They've got a unique sound and they just sound so juicy. Let's fly on over to the Germans to see what the Germans are looking like. You can see the Germans have fortified themselves quite heavily. That suppressive fire coming in, forcing them back. Those big 50 cals. Look at the big shots just ricocheting. Ideally, that tree would have been cut down by those 50 cals slamming into it. You can see the ricochets from the bullets coming all the way back here, slamming into the ruined French villa house here. As the Germans are doing their best to set up some hard positions for their defense on this first objective for the Allies. Lots of suppressive fire going out. You can just hear the sounds of those 50 cals along with any bars and 30 cals that have been set up. Let's fly over to the Sturm half track on the hill here.
Behind the yellow tree. Behind the yellow tree.
I see a hurricane away, just aim high them if you can't if you can, worst case you can still good. Just fire towards the rock.
Brown power.
Just want to dry?
This 50 cal.
Just rest as much as you can. And then
I can't see the rounds landed. I think they hit.
Great use of the 30 cal. Again, this is something unique to the one live events. The use of vehicle assets such as the mounted machine guns on the half tracks. You can't really do that on public servers because no one cares. Their life has no value. So they'll just keep popping up trying to snipe you off. And it's so easy to snipe the half-track gunners off on public servers. But in these one life events, the moment that half-track starts laying down fire, you duck and you take cover. We've got the 6J using their half-track here, trying to push on onto a German squad. They've come under a little bit of fire here, using the hay bales to cover them as much as possible. Hope goes down, Nuffle goes down. Watson trying to return fire. Alvers goes down. IR9 here, the German squad. Close engagement going on. 6J suffering a lot of casualties. 4 casualties as the driver for the half-track also goes down. Seb and Cheeserag stuck behind the hay, what do you call that, hay bale? Haystack. Grenade going out. Well-placed grenade right on Watson's feet. He almost goes down. Cheeserag does go down to that. Seb push forward here. Trying his best. Watson had to fall back. That grenade, that splash damage. Grenade's going out on Seb. Seb doing a good job trying to pin this German squad. The only one alive, really, in this action. Watson's all the way back there. He's stuck at the back. What happens if SO dies? The squad leader or the commanding officer? They die and they have to wait for the next respawn wave. There's no commander assets in this event, so it doesn't really matter so much if the platoon leader dies, but it does break down communication. You want your squad leaders to be alive so they can share information, they can coordinate with the other squads. If your commanding officers go down, then a little breakdown in communication, and it can really hamper your defense or your attack. Couple of smokes going out there. I think that's Watson there, Grenadier, putting some smoke forward. Blinding the trench line. Seb with another kill there, gets Lysander. Blind fire through the smoke. Mobius goes down, and also Hannibal. That's some well-placed... was that resolution? Was that some incredible blind fire just down perfect line? You can actually see how they all lined up. Mobius, Hannibal, and a resolution just stood in a line, get absolutely blind fried through the smoke by Seb. Excellent by him there. What's that? Marcelio is alive. And Draxler, Watson, still pinned in that field. Meanwhile, across the rest of the field, you can see the Partisans, the 7ID, and also Sturm have pushed forward here, using those half-tracks, those big, heavy 50 cals to suppress, keeping the Germans' heads down. Not much the Germans can really do when they've got 4 50 cals spraying over their heads. Marcelio. He's got that MG42. He's holding the trench line, just looking at all his down comrades. Not much he can do at this situation. He's not a medic. He can't bring down his down squad members back up. Draxler probably heading back, trying to get some reinforcements or trying to get a medic to come revive his down squad mates. Storm still pushing forward here on the furthest. What would this be? This would be the south of the objective. Using any cover on the any cover they can from the terrain to push forward, and they're doing a good job here, inflicting a lot of casualties on the German from the get-go. Carlson, what happened to Seb? I don't see Seb. Oh, Seb tried to push down the trench line by the looks of it. Seb tried to push down the trench line. It looks like Marcelio was there with that MG42. Is any local chat possible in this mod? No, I don't believe the modders are capable of turning off squad chat. But it's just like a ground rule that none of the squads will use squad chat. They only use local chat. And the radio men are all in a special Discord channel. And that's how these squads talk to each other. So the radio men are all in a Discord channel together. They spread that information in the Discord, and then it's up to the radio men to relay that information they got from the Discord channel from the other radio men to their squad leader. I don't think the modders can disable squad chat, at least not yet. Good firing suppression going on here. Storm setting up with those M1 Grands. BAR as well, suppressing into the objective. Little bit of momentum lost on the north side, though. The push has slowed down the Partisan 7ID. And obviously the 6GA is suffering heavy casualties there. Yeah, you can see Draxler retreated retrieved a medic, spread the information, and now the recovery of those injured German soldiers can be begun. Not quite sure what happened here. What happened here? A grenade? Was there just an explosion that went off then? Some kind of explosion went off then. The 363rd VD holding down the southmost approach. The Allies really suffering from their push in the north. Their north push has been halted quite heavily. See, the half-track is no more. The half-track is kaput. So there's one half-track gone for the Allies. Do have 4 more, I believe. Oh, we've got an exchange. Watson and Carlson trapped in that hayfield again. Under fire from this newly reinforced, or should I say, revived German squadron. Grenades going out in the field. Big grenades there. Carlson taking a little bit of the brunt. Grenade thrown back. Carlson goes down. Big grenade by Carlson. Manages to get Hannibal. Resolution might go down as well. That was a big grenade. Well-placed grenade. Honestly surprised he didn't get any more with that grenade. It was well-placed. Honestly surprised he didn't get anyone other than Hannibal with that one. Did do a lot of splash damage though. So there's a bunch of weakened German soldiers there. Let's head back over to the south, where you can see the Sturm continue with their push in the south, doing a great job, gaining more and more map control as they slowly advance forward, using a mixture of smoke and suppressive fire. Very brave, getting on top of this rock. Suppressive fire going out there. You can hear that BAR on that. Is it a Browning? I believe there's a Browning below me. Yeah, there's the Browning.
It's friendly on the left side of the road.
Right. Right behind you.
Alright. And Brony is I see movement in the trees, but I can't tell what they are.
Well placed, Browning. Using the new trees.
I think.
Big grenadier blast there. Not quite sure he got anyone, but that was a well-placed grenadier blast. And there's a headshot pulse. His helmet goes rolling as a beautiful shot goes in there. Oh, his Skulls probably went down to that grenadier blast. I thought he was still up because of the arrow being up. Few grenades being exchanged back. Don't think they're going to reach. No, we've got Eggman below us and Hash Brown there moving in. I could really eat some hash browns right now. Few reinforcements falling in here. You can see the north approach kind of become a stalemate in the distance. The north side coming a bit of a stalemate between the defenders and the attackers, but Storm and the 7ID over here in the south continue a great push in the south, hitting a lot of German soldiers, and a bunch more go down there as grenades come in behind these rocks and a few well-placed sniper shots as well. A beautiful flank going on here. You can see Eggman, Rain, and Hash Brown there with the flank. These German soldiers, another goes down there. Summer. This flank coming in on both sides of the rocks now as Boost Gamer and Ingrim's come up close. One shot there by Boost Gamer. Ingrim trades with Blask. Boost Gamer, I think, tied it up, and that's the last German soldier down on the south flank. And Storm are moving close in now. They've breached through the first line of defense. They're moving in deeper and deeper. Well-placed grenades there going in by Sky. Blitzkrieg goes down. As Sky with Thompson in hand, he's the one leading the charge. He's going to breach inside here. Gets the kill on Lieutenant Crop.
One down.
Good clear there by Storm, working as a great four-man squad there. Breaching with those grenades. And they secure the hard cover. This it's not over for this first objective, though. There's still plenty of German defenders still alive. It's not over for the Germans just yet on this first objective.
Good work, guys. Where's the rest of our guys?
You see Skylows, he's located the FOB, what the Americans have to destroy. He's located the first FOB.
Where's the rest of our Sturm guys?
Not sure.
Brandy with a long-range shot there. Rotat, he's under fire. Those MG42s starting to suppress now. Oh, my game almost crashed. Thank God it didn't. Rocker there, BAR, and my game almost crashed again. What's going on? I don't like this area. My game keeps locking up. I'm going to move away because I feel like my game is going to crash if I stay near that building. For something about that building is messing up. I don't like it. See the next line of defense for the Germans. Exchanging fire, the MG42 was cutting through those buildings. It's such a shame there isn't any destructible terrain in this game. Can you imagine that MG42 just firing into that building? Bricks go flying, bullets start going through the debris. See more of these American allied troops now moving to this hard cover. The flanking squad that the Sturm and 7ID guys came, met up with this squad. Information shared, and they're taking cover. They're securing the area more and more. Getting that control. You can see another German squad here moving in. The Allies under fire. Obviously, the Americans, they have that advantage of firepower when they do get into a engagement. They have M1 Grands. They have a lot of automatics. The Americans do have that firepower advantage going into this. That MG42, sorry, that 50 cal machine gun with that half track. Move forward. Got a little bit beached, I think. The half track is a little bit stuck now, but the Partisans have pushed forward now on the north side. They're suppressing the German defenders. Yeeter Spaghetti. Grenade goes out from him. Well-placed grenade. Ooh, just falls a little bit short. Otherwise, that was perfect. Eggman coming in close. Eggman coming in very close here. Eggman getting hit by a friendly grenade, I think. And he goes down. I think he actually got hit by a friendly grenade there. Eggman goes down. Look how close the combat is getting now. We've got fighting on either side of the rows now. Literally 10 feet apart from each other. As the Germans are doing their best to try and get onto the FOB to re-secure it. Allies haven't taken it out there. Bro Nissan taking out Resolution. Clean headshot to him. As Northern breaches the trench line. Marsilio spraying for his life. Knocks down Northern. That MG42 just spraying for his life, trying to control that hip fire. As the Partisans now moving as well. Partisans trying to clear out. Yeeter holding the line the best he can. Philip next to him. And Heavy. Marsilio's still alive in this trench line. Not quite sure how. Sky goes down. Hiding behind his downed comrade. Using Revolution's body as cover there. As him and Brandy get into a bit of a fight now. Mark is using his pistol.
I think there was somebody in the trench. I might have shot him.
And Brandy goes down there. Mark doing his best to hold this trench line. Mark, who's that? Bro Neeson has the Springfield. Is he using a sniper or just a bolt action? Bro Neeson choosing to use just a Springfield. No scope on it. Interesting. As I think Mark is the only one alive close to the FOB. We've got Kuma Lord, Philip, and Yeeta over here, but they're not really close. Mark, if Mark peeks now, there he is. Bro Neeson goes down. That little P38 tap to the head. Mark doing his best. He must be down to his last magazine now. As Rain pushes in, M19 in hand. Looks the wrong way at Mark. Puts him in half. What a hero here Mark is. Doing his best.
0 to 0 is where I got shot from. Thank you. Brady and
Mark all on his own.
with someone else. Yeah, it's 3 in that trench. Yeah, you might want to wait till we take out that one guy. There's like 4 guys over there earlier.
That's the last.
That's the last.
You can see the allies now. Who's going to be the next one to brave the trenches? Who's going to be the next one to brave the trenches?
Is it clear, Medic? Can we come over?
Still with
Yeah, no contacts yet.
Alright, moving.
pushing up. Captured objective 1.
I'll come back and pet.
Look who's making his
Right there.
little getaway.
There's
German
one
guy.
behind you.
The little MG42 who could.
Medic?
He's going.
There is.
Yeah, I'm coming. I just lowered.
Goodbye, Mark.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Kind of a one-way
You were a hero to the Germans.
Is he dead?
I actually don't know how he managed to get away like that. With so many people peeking at different angles, I'm not quite sure how Marsilio managed to get away. But with Mark leaving the area, that means the first objective is taken by the Allies. So congrats to them. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to swap over to the German side on the game, so we can now hear some local German comms. So with one objective, we've been having to focus on the Allies. Now let's swap over to the Germans. I don't speak German, but when it comes out on the video, there will be German comms. So, hey. So if you're wondering, blue is now Germans, red is the Allies. And I'm going to swap again if we get onto the third and final objective. So 30 minutes have been added to the timer. The Allies actually took that first objective quite quickly. I imagine it only took them about 20 to 30 minutes. Maybe not even that. Maybe 20 minutes to take that first objective. So the Allies have plenty of time on their hands now to move on to the second objective, which you can already see where all the Germans are. It's not hard to guess where the second objective is at this point with all the Germans and the machine gun fire that's been going on.
Also, wir haben uns zu dritt noch ganz okay gehalten, bis ich dann 2 Minuten
So
lang
here is
unser
the German
freundliches
comms.
MG angewiggelt habe, um dann 30 Schuss 8 mm Mauser zu fressen. Aber nee, wir haben's zu dritt noch okay gehalten.
Okay, wir wollten eigentlich gerade Halbkette noch mitnehmen, aber das haben wir dann doch gelassen.
Ja, die war weggefahren.
Naja.
Okay, wir warten noch ganz kurz. Dann macht euch schon mal bereit.
Where's Marxilio? Where is he? Marxilio.
Da mit reinquetschen.
Where is he? Where is he? Ludwig? Ludwig has joined us again. I thought it was on holiday in Italy, but he's joined us again. Neither side started a timer? Oh no. I hope they don't expect me to do it. Alright, admins are keeping track of time. So you can see, this is what happens in these one live events. I say it every time. It's not just constant action. There are these lull periods where both teams reorganize, be it they've moved on to the next objective, or there's been a lot of casualties exchanged with a lot of fighting, and both teams need to reorganize. They need to get their medics on scene. They need to drop back, retreat temporarily. We're going through one of those periods again now, a lull period where both teams, moving on to the next objective, they start to regather themselves, meet up with their fallen squad members, and prepare their attack for the next one. Let's have a look at the kills, shall we, meantime? So, you can see the Germans, 18 kills to the Germans so far, 32 for the Allies. So the Allies absolutely dominated on that first objective. They did lose a couple of half-tracks, and they used a lot of ammunition as well, but you can see the Allies really made use of that heavy suppression from those half-tracks early on. Let's have a look at who's got the most kills. Bronisan with 2, 3 there with Northern, 2 with Watson, 5 here with Hash Brown, and I think Hash Brown's going to clinch it there. I don't see anyone higher than 5. Let's go over to the Germans. Yeeter Spaghetti with 5. Alvers with 3. And then where's Marxilio? I don't see him. Where is he? I don't see him. Did he disconnect? Am I blind? I could be blind. I am pretty blind. Oh, there he is. Marxilio. Only with 2. But 6 wounds. So fire has started already. Let's head over to the Germans, see what's going on with the German defenders. Who are they shooting at? What are they saying?
30 Grad. Ach du
31, 300 Meter.
So you can see the Germans actually have spotted a few of the Allied forces, and they're putting shots down range. And one shot actually being hit there. Long range shots going out by the Germans as they are scouting all around them. They spotted in the far distance some Allied forces, and it's Bro Nissan who went down to a very long range iron-sighted K9. Car 98 iron-sighted. Brilliant shot there. See, machine guns are starting to engage now.
Links. 30.
Trupp, MG, Trupp.
MG,
Hier Fleischlafett bilden, du siehst sie da kriechen.
Feindinfanterie 28.
You probably won't be able to see it on the stream, but you can just see 2 dots running in a field. You probably can't see it on the screen, but because the render distance doesn't go that far, it's actually, you can just see them clear as day as 2 little dots run through just a green background. There's no bushes or trees around them because they don't render at that distance. So it's like just watching 2 little ants. So yeah, they got a little bit unlucky there, the Allies. they went a little bit too far where the render distance, you can see the grasses and the bushes now laid load in. Very unfortunate there for Rocker. And who's with him? I can't see his name, it's got blurred in. But yeah, they basically just run in clear as day. What's the shots going on here? They're just having, I feel like they're just having target practice at this point. We've got an MP40, an SG44, Heinz, an MG42, just having pop shots.
We're mining. Well, I love the new Minecraft update. Yeah.
Which is going to be useful.
They're still no south?
Sounds like it.
Did somebody just fire a Faust towards the southwest? Because if nobody fired a Faust, that's a bazooka.
Someone fired a Panzerfaust? Yo, if someone hits a Panzerfaust at that distance, they deserve the kill, man. They deserve the win.
Genau, deckend.
Jetzt auf 28. Auf 28.
Hinter der Brücke sind sie.
That's gotta be uncomfortable, man. The dude on the bottom? So who's the bottom in this relationship? Between Kato is the bottom. Okay. You see, again, you might be able to see it better now that I've left the red tag on. Oh, and there he goes. Road tag goes down as he's running in that basically just an open field. So unfortunate for him. Let's see where he actually was. This is why, Periscope, please increase the render distance, man. Loads of us have decent PCs. Please increase the render distance for us who have, like, decent PCs. Yeah, you can see him. He was behind these bushes. But it doesn't matter to him. Yo, Donnie. Thank you for the raid, man. Appreciate it. Much love. You joined us in a live cast of a realism event going on right now. Usually we have more spots, most of the time between 8. Oh, okay. Yo, bro, how's it going, man? Appreciate it. Dommy, thank you for the raid. I hope your stream was good. We're currently doing a one life realism event. Stonne, 1944, using the Post Scriptum Realism Mod. Allies have taken the first objective. They've got over an hour, and they've got 2 more objectives to take. Daddy Yazoo, it's been a good stream. That's good to hear.
Oh, there's one guy in the buildings where you shot.
I wonder if this is a tactic for the Allies. They're just going to run around at a real far distance and hope the Germans spend most of their ammo. They're just going to run around at a really far distance, hoping the Germans use all their ammo, trying to snipe them. Rocker under, look at Rocker, he's completely pinned. Rocker dodging bullets. I want them both off. There we go. Ooh, few shots landing close there. Here's why they just need a sniper. Just have Rocker running around in the field. And just get your sniper zeroed in and just start headshotting the MGs while Rocker's basically bait. God, shots going even further back now. You can see those tracers. Randy. Been pinned heavily there by those MGs. I mean, the Germans are expelling a lot of ammo. But hey, they're having fun. Let them have fun. Hope you're doing good. I'm not. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope things get better. Things get better. I really need a pee. Really bad. So I hope this doesn't go on for too long, because I really need a pee. Oh, there was a Panzerfaust.
Here, let me
War ein gutes, unruhiges Match.
Ja, ich glaube, das nimmt doch keiner wirklich ernst.
Are those friendlies? I don't need those.
I feel bad for Rotok, man. He got sniped like 10 minutes ago, and his body's just in that open field now. Just his body's just been there, slowly decaying.
Okay, dann gehe ich mal beim K. Wie viele K-Streifen hast du?
4.
Da läuft einer auf 29.
Die Ist das dein letztes Magazin?
Ja, der läuft bis weiter nach rechts. Aber
ja, dann
spar
jetzt
das.
Munition sparen.
Ich hab gefragt, ob wir Kontakt haben.
Yes, we have contact in the forest. They cross the street, but you
Also
can't see them. It's too
400
far.
einstellen,
It's
dann kommt das
30
gut
degrees.
überhalten, glaub ich, ganz gut.
Copy 30 degrees.
400 eingestellt?
Oder vielleicht.
You hear the German teams sharing their information.
Heb mal nochmal kurz aus.
Pick it up, bud.
Yeah, 2 options.
Okay. This is going to be a lot harder objective for the Allies to take, though. You can see how well fortified the Germans are. Allies need to break across a lot of open ground. Basically, on every side of this objective is open ground. The Germans have a lot of advantages on the defense for this one. Lots of trenches around the little hamlet that they can defend. Then the hamlet themselves with all those buildings, vantage points they can have. This is going to be a lot harder for the Allies. They might need to bring their big half-tracks to this fight and have them just rain down suppressive fire like they did on the first objective, if they have any ammo left for them. They might have expelled everything from the first one. Finny standing on barbed wire. I like it.
Die kommen mit einer Half-Track. Die kommen mit einer Half-Track, Leute. Die fahren da mit einer Half-Track rum.
Der hat doch einen Assistant MG, oder?
Half-Track 29.
I'm seeing enemy infantry moving.
Der hat doch einen Assistant MG.
Bewegung. Like the yellow tree in the
Grün bei 8. Matthias, distance?
Ja, in dem...
Oh.
MG kommt
Deadman trigger.
Yeah.
We've got the first proper full exchange going on as a scouting IR-9 squad who've been set up to patrol around the perimeter have run right into a 6J squadron. And it's the 6J who are suffering heavy casualties here as Cheese Right Thunder and both Rosberg and what's the other name is blended in? Seb all go down. It's that patrolling German squad. Partisan also goes down. Big grenade goes out there though, lands right on top of Resolution. Resolution laid on the grenade and saved Mark Celio's life. But 6J is suffering a lot of casualties there as they get caught out by that flanking patrol from the IR-9. They do it in competitive games, they do it in one life events. They always have that flanking, rotating squad. And aside from Resolution, who died as a hero, laying on the top of the grenade,
Eigenbeschuss.
Eigene.
Aufpassen, hier ist noch einer hier.
Irgendwo muss hier noch einer
Weiter nach
sein.
Süden raus.
Einer ist hier noch.
Weiter nach Süden raus. Westen ist am Mauer.
SG44 getting some big kills there. The remains of the 6J aren't looking too good right now. The last survivors of this squad under a lot of pressure. Grenades coming, well placed grenade there, landed perfectly. On the remains of the 6J squadron. Just a littering of bodies right now. A few casualties on the German side though. Marxilio goes down there, but there's no doubt going to be a medic on hand who can just grab these injured soldiers on the German side back up. Apart from Resolution, he's gone.
Graben sicher. Graben sicher.
Seeing the Germans checking the bushes, checking the hedgerows, moving along the trenches, making sure they've got everyone, doing a body count.
Der Mauer Schützenkette nach Osten ausrichten.
Schützenkette nach Osten.
Schützenkette nach Osten.
Schütze 5, Flankensicherung nicht vergessen.
Die beiden MG sind.
Abstände vergrößern.
Schütze 5 ist Möbius. Nach rechts raus. Ganz rechts aus.
Who went down there? Nuffle, Webb, and I can't see the other name. It's not showing for some reason. But the 6J, once again, the first squad to meet contact, they were the first one on the first camp. They took a lot of distractions away from the defenders, and they were the first again. This time, a little bit more unlucky for them as they got completely caught off guard and a flank from a trolling German squad.
Nikolausi, falsche Richtung.
Nico, no doubt, going to go share some information with the rest of his team. Tell the rest of the German team that, hey, we've wiped out one of the Allied squads here on the north side.
Aber ich habe die zwei, die da noch waren, die haben nicht mit mir gerechnet, da kam ich außen rum.
Du musst nach links sichern, du Sander. Wir können ja irgendwann wieder auftauchen.
Ich gehe ein Stück von
Let's head up. Nico with a long run here.
Wir brauchen Sanitäter.
Achtung,
Bei unserer Gruppe.
Hefe, wir brauchen hier dran.
Komm schnell. Hefe,
Hier runter, Hefe. Ja genau, hier lang.
Komm mit.
See, I said his name right, Heifer. The Germans are saying it the same way I said it. I don't know what you guys are talking about, me mispronouncing names.
I have moved towards the
Get
left
down
of
now.
the tower.
Straight out.
Southwest 20.
I see them.
The whole the 28.
Let's head over to what's going on over here. You can hear those 50 cows. There are a couple of half tracks in this fight yet again. Hear the big 50 cal firing there from one half track trying to suppress the Germans. Doing a good job actually. Suppressing towards where the 6GA squad was taken out. Most likely spotted the runner of Nico. You can see this is a push coming in from the south side by the looks of it at the moment for the Allies. That 50 cal doing a good job. Look at the size of those bullets just bouncing off the ground. Skidding off. Oh no, did they find Hope? Hope! You are our only hope. They found him. I don't know what his plan was. It looks like he killed Draxler. Yeah, I mean, he kind of fucked up Draxler a little bit. I think he killed their medic before he went down. Mark is back up. But at least hope, you know, got a little bit of revenge. As a medic, and medics are so valuable in these one life events. They're the only ones who can revive wounded soldiers. Bjorn, I'm not quite sure what happened to Bjorn. Bjorn Ironside.
Yeah, they spawned by picking. Yeah, you see that with build.
No, I don't. I'm currently.
Nein, die wollte nicht fischen.
Hört doch auf, so lange außerdem auf mich zu dienen. Ich fühle mich immer so.
Ich bin uns gefreut, dass du wieder hier bist.
Hallo, hab's überlebt, selber überlebt wieder, Trupp vollständig.
Sehr schön.
I don't know what's being said, but I'm sure it's all good. You know. Yeah, we just killed half the allies. We lost our medic because of some snake in the grass. But hey. But yeah, this is going to be definitely a very hard objective for the allies to attack here. It's very... I mean, you can just see the field, the open fields they have to push along. Not a lot of cover compared to the last objective. There are these ditch lines and hedges scattered here and there. Slight changes in the elevation, but for the most part, it's going to be a very hard push for the allies. They have time on their side. They have like an hour. They could pick off at distance, but eventually they are going to have to push forward. And figure out how to get the second objective. Oh. Sometimes the camera like goes really quick and I don't know why. Yeah, it's not when I'm holding shift either, it just randomly speeds up. Maybe it's just like a little lag spike. Again, these half-tracks, as powerful they are, they only have a limited amount of ammunition. So they need to use it wisely. They are powerful tools, but need to be used wisely and effectively.
On this field, it's got good hard cover.
Oh yeah.
Rebuild. They fuck. Already messed up with my.
Shut up.
That is a big. Not too bad. Not too bad. It was an attempt. An attempt was made.
I mean, considering that was a Hail Mary shot, I think that was pretty decent.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Optimism. It was. Go. Do it again. There we go. Now that was a lot better. Damn. Now that almost took someone out. That was a big shot. I'm not quite sure what it hit, but it landed right between these Sturm members. And Nickel there takes a little bullet. And seeing if I can spot where the grenade landed, I don't see it. I think it might have landed on the tree or on these rocks. Oh, that's one half-track just taken out there. One half-track. Not quite sure what German Bastard and Comanche were up to, but they pushed forward quite far without any support, and Panzerfaust met them immediately. Sommer did go down. Lost his head.
Windsor, we lost Summer. We lost Summer.
We lost
Summer?
I lost him.
Like, did he get shot?
He got obliterated by the 50.
Well, see, I just put the fear of God into some idiots with a couple of HE shells, so...
Okay.
I just did a 300-meter rifle grenade shot and scared the shit out.
It was they were pretty close, to be fair. He's not wrong. We've got the patrolling IR9 squad. Again, they've wrapped all the way around using the trench systems. Putting themselves into another great position here, right between advancing forces. You can see there is two lines set up at the moment. Beautiful defensive goal. 4 back lines starting to be made. So one line falls, the next one is there, ready to support. They've had a lot of time to prepare for this. They've had eyes on the Allies for a while now. So they're preparing their defensives. I heard... Was that a French person? What was that?
Okay, group, make ready.
Sind das eigene?
Sind eigene Gegner. Eigene Gegner, eigene Leute.
Eigen. Los, and jump.
Los, eigene Gegner.
Ja.
I heard another Panzerfaust. I heard another Panzerfaust. We heard the pop of the Panzerfaust there. Did it get another half-track? I don't see another half-track. Not quite sure what it was shot at. Now that landed right on Shackle and Rain. That was a big Panzerfaust. You see the half-track now returning fire from the distance. Few casualties suffered for the defenders here. Finney goes down. Yeeta almost went down as well. Philip there to help support. You can see this second line moving forward, trying to reverse support the first line. We've turned into it's slowly starting to turn into World War I as the Germans take up a trench line. Slowly turning into World War I. See the Allied, there they are. More casualties suffered for the Germans there. You can see Nico goes down. That 50 cal starting to put some pressure on that first defensive line. Ouch. As the Sturm squad sneakily snuck in, and they're causing havoc behind the defensive lines here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 taken down so far as this Sturm and 7ID member broke through, causing havoc. The N goes down there.
It's on second floor.
Copy. Okay.
Coma trades. Ruovsk. You can see a lot of German defenders starting to push forward now, trying to seal this breach in their defenses. Big grenade there from Blask. Doesn't quite take them out. Blask is the next one to go upstairs. Spamming with his what's it called? The Growler 42, whatever. Meanwhile, that distraction by that Storm squad has allowed the Partisans also to push forward here. The Partisans flanked all the way around, and because the defenders here had to fall back into the little town area, it's allowed for the Partisan squad to push all the way in. Ludwig and Bismarck are under pressure now. As these beautiful flanks going on here. Another flank coming in from Sturm. They've wrapped around the defenders. Lured out a big portion of the defenders into the central field. And now the German defenders are basically swapped with the attackers. Partisans pushing in. Sturm pushing in over there. You can hear the Germans calling out, asking for nades to go out, but no one's got a grenade. It's hard. I wish I could turn walls off. Sweet Kisses goes down. Good shot there from Court.
I saw his rifle stick.
The Partisans run into a bit of a brick wall here. Suffering a lot of casualties as the 336 VD and a mix of everyone actually. The 5 Geb 363 Ion 9 holding back that approach there. Ops goes down, hit by a grenade. And exchange there at the end. Boost Gamer, last one to go down.
I don't know if this
Headshot there. Exchange going on. The Partisans suffered a lot of casualties as they tried to push through the trees here on the north side. Unfortunate for them, they almost pushed in. That was a beautiful attack there that the Allies pulled off with the sneaking in. With the sneaking in of that one small Sturm squad allowed for the push to come in from the north. And the Germans, meanwhile, the Germans have actually suffered a lot of casualties over here in the middle, but there aren't really any allies left of this part of the attack for them to deal with. The IL-9 have killed a lot of the allies in the process. You can see fallen Partisans members, 7 ID there, Rain's gone down. Few remaining Sturm members. Lots of casualties. Good tactics by the allies, but just unable to hold on for long enough and finalize the attack. Grenades coming out in the field. Tin and nickel. Oh, that's a big grenade. Those are big grenades. Those are perfect grenades. Nickel lost his head. Tin lost his head. And that's the last push from Sturm on that approach. There are a couple of members of life from Sturm. They managed to push in through that open flank.
I don't think come on, we gotta keep pushing north and west. Or north and east.
I think he's like around the corner on like the wooden part.
Oh,
the wooden
he's
wall
behind
part.
er ist hinterm Heuwagen. Hinterm Heuwagen. Hinter dem Heuwagen. Behind the wheel car. The wheel car, the fucking horses draw.
Little bit of panic fire there from Brand Power. Emptied a full mag. And he goes down. As Court there gets on the roof. Clips him down. Brandy was trying to crawl away, but Scoots literally stalking his prey there. And I think that is the Allies wiped out on the second objective. There's a few individuals left, but that's not going to be nearly enough for them to clear out this objective now. So I think that's going to be the second objective goes to the Axis. Let's have a look at the kills quickly. You can see the kills have evened up now almost. Going to 54 kills for the Axis on the second objective, 48 for the Allies. And let's just run down the kills quickly. We have 7 with Eggman at the top there. I think he's probably going to be the most. 7 kills there. 5 with Hash Brown. 3 with Mauser. So that's the top kills on the Ally side. On the German side, we've got Yeeter, Spaghetti Eater with 7. 5 with, who's that? Mark? Oh, with Joint, 5. Lysander and Mark Silio, both with 5. And then 4 with Ludwig and 0 from Yazoo. So we'll wait for the admins to call it. And we'll see what happens. I mean, there are respawn waves, so... Why is Bjorn, why are you still here? Get on your feet. Get on your feet. Get back up. It's not over yet. What are you doing? Get back on your feet. You got the Germans spreading out. You can hear them checking bushes, checking the buildings.
Nothing from.
Vipman, I hope your German's good enough to understand what they're saying.
9.
It's about.
Left side of the road.
Shit, that's behind us.
They're moving to 52 degrees through the village.
Cords, get off the fucking roof.
Never!
Get off the roof.
I can see him!
Dude,
I can see him!
okay, just kill him, man.
Tell your guys, they're moving.
Hook caught, man. He's just hanging on to the roof.
On the right side, what's up?
Half track close. I hear his end.
Northeast 58.
At the wagon, at the broken wagon on the right side of the road, 2 guys.
Broken wagon, right
Whole group by northeast.
So the new wave of Allied soldiers appears to be coming in. Gunshots going out everywhere, as you can hear from this little town. What is this town called? Does it actually have a name on this map? It doesn't. We need to give this town a name. This little outer village, hamlet, farmstead. It needs a name.
Auf der linken Seite der Straße, ungefähr 600 Meter von hier.
There's a barn further north that we can take up positions in.
Ich weiß aber nicht, ob es Füße waren oder falsch.
Winter, I lost engine, but they have somewhere on left side of the road.
Core is finally getting off the roof after a few bullets go whizzing by. You can hear the Allies now starting to return fire. While Schultz, he's just doing a bit of bird watching. Just got his little binoculars out. He's just doing a little bit of bird watching. He's not stressed. He's having a nice time. He's in the French countryside. It's nice weather. He's underneath a orchard tree. What is this? Orange apples. He's just having a good time.
They are across the road to the left. They are flanking to the west as well.
They're flanking to the west as well. Oh, trust me, we all are. We're rifle grenadiers and we're fighting like riflemen.
Enemies 4 degrees.
Enemies 4 degrees.
Soon.
Enemies 4 degrees.
Northwest, 8 degrees. Open fire on 4. Come on.
These German soldiers speak very good English. Not quite sure to make of that. They speak very good English for being German soldiers. That's Winter. He's loud. Very good English for being German. Heavy running around with his little Luger.
Zico, machen wir's. Du bleibst in deiner Bude hocken und kommst erst dann raus, wenn ich tot bin.
He's from the States? Yeah. I could, trust me, I can tell. He's loud and he's speaking English. I can tell.
We need MG West.
Where are people MG over east?
There are 12 degrees at the west, probably 14 by now. 200 meters out.
I can check if you want.
Schultz, do you want to push through the forest?
I don't have any ammo.
We've got an exchange going on. That patrolling German squad yet again on patrol, meeting an Allied squad. This time the German patrolling squad has met a Sturm squadron, and they're not having as good of time at this time. Marcilio, Alvers, Talentless Loss all go down as they're trying to do a sneaky flank along these trenches on these little roads. They're under a lot of pressure now. Mobius, Hannibal, and Leicester all having to retreat as they're under a lot of pressure. Look at those shots coming in, suppressing them, forcing their heads down. Northern missing a couple of easy shots there, Northern. There he goes. Cleans up with a headshot. No revive going out there. Gets Lannister as well. Northern on a little bit of a roll here. A little bit of a kill going on. Grenade goes out. Might be a friendly kill. Panzerfaust. Well, that's one way to kill Bronison. And then Hannibal literally puts his head on the grenade. Northern there with a little bit of a kill streak. Unfortunately for Bro, he ate a Faust. He literally ate it. All what remains is his Springfield. Poor guy. That was a big help there for the Allies on the attack. They've dealt with that Roman squadron. So that's going to help them advance, take more map control, and get into better positions.
What's up with this house? It's only got one window.
What do you need?
A bandage.
Okay, stick your gun out of the
Two
window.
guys at quick.
Got it.
Two guys
Got
at 6
some
degrees.
good rifleman at the fence at 6 degrees.
Fence 6 degrees.
Can I open the compass while in spectator cam? I can't.
Thank
That's
you.
so annoying. I wish I could open it so I could be like accurate as well with where they should be looking.
Oh no, make them 6 or 7 of them. Oh, holy shit.
Blitzkrieg, Maximan both go down there. Let's have a look. What was it? There was another Storm squad pushing in. Same squad as last time, that 4-man squad who managed to break in. They've managed to get close again with more pushing in. The Allies looking very strong now, slowly encircling the objective. Court getting a good kill there though. Court on the flank. Boost Gamer, Sweet Kisses both go down. N looks like he might bleed out. Obsk also went down. N just keeping alive. The German defenders running out of manpower on this second objective. They have bled out a lot of the Allies, but on this reinforcement wave, the Allies are looking very strong. German defenders pinned in just a couple of buildings now as more and more Allies get on point. Court, bayonet in hand. Steamboat Willie? You mean the first Mickey Mouse thingy? Where he's on the steamboat and he's driving his... Comanche, look out!
No, it's me. He's coming in. He's coming in.
Hello. Friendly.
Yeah, shut up. What, friendly?
Well, the 7 IDs squad got wiped out there as they tried to push in onto this bomb. So the Allies still suffering quite a lot of casualties. On the next objective, they still suffered a lot of casualties.
Die anderen sind anscheinend irgendwo Richtung
42.
42.
Ja, du darfst ja nicht
Someone is
alleine
still
gehen.
throwing
You can see Storm pushing in with their next wave. Only a handful of defenders now. They can't hold out every angle. They can't man every building. And the Allies... I mean, that's one way to defend yourself. Volley of grenade. Look at that. 3 well-placed grenades, 4 grenades in this valley. It's almost like mortars have started to rain down as just a wave of grenades just go over the buildings. Crop and heavy Heavy both go down. Heinz just goes down there. Graf, I don't blame him. I would be in the same situation right now. I would just be hiding. Ludwig, Ports, Whitman, and Court. The Partisans moving in from the other flank now. Daisko goes down as the Partisans push in for the flank, sandwiching the remaining defenders right on the main high street here. Whitman, he gets sprayed down in the back. 4 defenders. Ludwig goes down. Ports under fire. He manages to get in cover. 2 defenders left. As Ports is down to his pistol. He manages to get a kill with his pistol, though. You need to start getting some headshots. You've got grenades at this point. Just throw your grenades. Get some headshots. Try and bleed the allies even more. Oh, Rocker. Rocker was the unfortunate one who went inside and met Graf. The MG42 that was just lying in wait. Ports tried to go out the back door. He's met by another squad pushing in. Perfect sandwich there. Partisan and Sturm pushed in from both directions, tidying out the town. And the only man alive is Court. Of all people, Court is the one alive. Who would have imagined?
I'm dead.
Man wasn't wrong. Man wasn't wrong. So that is the last defender going out on the second objective. That probably means that's going to be the Allies now. Taking the second objective. We're on to the third and final objective. Let's have a look at the kills quickly. After that wave came in, very even. 64 to 67. 11 kills there for Eggman. Eggman taking the massive lead there. 7 for Rocker. 6 for Northern. And that is the highest on the Allies. On the German side, we have 8 for Yeater. 5 here for Lannister and Marcelio. And 0 for me. So very even at the end. Let's have a look at the revives as well. So more deaths on the Allies so far. Wounds, pretty even. Everything is pretty even. The Germans have done a better job at reviving their down members, so doubling their amount and more heals as well. So the German medics been working a little bit harder. But the Allies have taken the second objective, so we're on to the final objective right now. The Allies did have to use a reinforcement wave. I can't... Was that their second or first? I can't remember. Either way, they used a reinforcement wave to take this objective. This objective was very hard for them to take. They did do some very clever plays, having that 4-man squad sneak in on the first attack, distracting the defenders in the center, allowing the rest of their team to sandwich with a couple of squads on either side. Managed to break down a lot of the defenders. So well played there. They did lose their half-tracks in the process, though. I don't think they have any half-tracks alive now, the attackers. So they have to rely on manpower and manpower alone now. They've lost those big, heavy 50 cals. And, yeah. We're on to the final push. We'll stick on board the Allies, the Germans. We'll stick on board the Germans. I've done a lot of casts recently where I've looked at the Storm side and 6GA side, so, but we'll stay on the German side. I really need a pee. I cannot wait any longer. I need a pee. I need a pee. So I'm gonna pause quickly. Pause. Everyone's gonna pause. I'm just taking a quick pause. I'm gonna go for a pee. I'm gonna hand my camera. I'll be back 2 seconds, chat. Hopefully I don't miss anything. Oh, I'm back, chat. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I didn't miss anything. I rushed. We'll skip that. We'll skip that when it comes to the video. So let's have a look at the German defences. So we're on to the third and final objective here of this evening. I don't know how much time is left, but obviously the Allies got an extra 30 minutes added on. What are they shooting at?
Holy shit, Alter. Da ist viel mehr, da ist noch viel mehr.
Actually hitting some long range shots there. Again, it's the render distance. You can just see on the very edge there, maybe on stream and on the video on YouTube, that the render distance cuts out and it's just you're just running in the open. There's no bushes around you. Very unfortunate. It's more you notice it a lot more on chapter 2 and chapter 3 maps where the render distance is less, I think. And a lot of the foliage is cut out, where on chapter 1 there isn't as much foliage and the extra graphics are added. So you notice it a lot more on chapter 2 and 3 maps when you at a certain distance you're just running across an open field, which is really unfortunate. Hopefully it's fixed in the future where render distance is increased, because it happens so often.
Enemy 60 degrees north, 300 meters.
300 meters, yes.
360 degrees north, 300.
On the hill. They are on the hill.
On the hill? Like right about
60 degrees.
here. So like there?
Let's shoot them together.
Not far enough. Was it Nuffle? Did Nuffle... It was Nuffle. It was the 6G. The 6G have had a hard time this game. I'm just going to say it. The 6G have had a hard time this match. They seem to be the ones who always get first contact. They've been really unfortunate. It's because they don't have Jablinski. I called it at the start. I literally called it at the start of the stream. It's because they don't have Jablinski.
Waren wir das?
Ja, das waren wir. Das war aber der absolut witzigsloseste Schießbecher, den ich je gesehen habe.
Der hat Angst und Schrecken verbreitet.
Ey, Explosionkammer 60.
Ja, der Schießbecher war aber Quark. Ja, der ist da eingeschlagen. Aber da war keiner.
Guck mal, woher die kamen, nicht wo die
Resolution, who bravely gave his life earlier, where he laid on that grenade, saving Marcilio's life. Purple Heart earned for it, or whatever the equivalent is for the Germans.
Give me a kiss, man. No, you can't touch my ass anymore. Here, man.
Did we actually have already this
Oh my God! It'll be alright, man. Come back here. Don't touch my ass, please. Let me give a kiss, man. Come on.
How many respawn waves we had inside Seoul?
Homoerotic roleplay in the German army.
How many times did you join?
Okay. Look, it's been scientifically proven. If soldiers love each other, they fight harder. So, you know what? Good on them. Good on them.
Ich hätte mich als MG2 gern gemeldet, aber das stand ja gar nicht zur Debatte. Du warst ja von Anfang an MG2.
Nee, das stimmt. Also ich wurde auch nicht gefragt.
I don't know what Marcilio's looking at.
Also wenn du irgendwann mal keinen Bock hast auf MG2, ich übernehme es dir gerne.
I don't think he's feeling too well.
Schützenreihe eingliedern.
Ja.
And there they go, yet again. The Death Squad. Rolling out. Looking for the 6GA. Bastards. Absolute bastards.
Das 14 unsere, ja, ne?
Waves are so IR9.
To the last.
Okay, winner 363's been advised. Their orders are to hold their position and
were to do the same here.
Okay, so while you were gone, the situation developed.
Something's
Oh,
This, yeah, you're right. The situation did develop, and it's the death squad yet again. And obviously, it's the 6GA. Why? Why? I literally called it. The Ion 9 Death Patrolling Squad have gone out again. They found the 6GA. They've slaughtered the 6GA. I don't know what to say at this point. I literally don't know what to say. Not one casualty, I don't think, for the Ion 9. As they, yet again, oh! No, well, okay. Brand power there again, a little bit of revenge from the distance. Marxilia and Resolution, they're not going to be arrived anytime soon. Brand power very close here to Draxler. Brand power getting the kill on Draxler. That's their medic. Alva's also gone down. Can Brand power does eventually go down to a grenade. But Brand power doing a good job there. He downed the medic. He downed Alvis. He also got Marsilia and Resolution. So a little bit of revenge there from Brand power for the 6GA guys. As that patrolling death squad is now down to only 4 soldiers. So the Ion 9 suffering some casualties there. 6GA again though. I don't know what I literally called it like 20 seconds before and it happened again. I cannot believe it. I like how yet again though Resolution and Marxilia were just next to each other, you know, they're just bonding again. The soldiers that love each other fight hardest. In this case, explode together in a different way.
Ja, war sehr schön.
Genau der Sekunde. Und es gibt eins.
Das ist so ein Kack.
Ich hab die
Ja,
Boys
aber
schon zusammengeschissen.
Das war so.
eigene.
Jita, willst du wissen, mein persönlicher Favorit ist, wir laufen an der Halbkette vorbei 100 Meter, noch nicht mal, und werden dann einfach von unserem MG42 zusammengeschossen.
Mein persönlicher Favorit ist...
Nicht, dass die komplett...
So again, one life events. There's this lull in action as both teams get into position, and then all of a sudden there's a burst of action. And in this case, one side had a little bit more action.
Fucking Windows haut einfach seine eigene Boys weg. Wirklich wie so eine richtige Artillerie.
Ich hab's alles auf Video, ich habe alles auf Video.
Ich seh
Es
da
wird
was.
ein Fest.
What are they saying? What did they say about me?
Very close contact.
What did they say about me, chat?
Okay, can we have like some call outs?
60 degrees, around 100 meters. Yeah,
Oh, we could totally do that.
They want us to link up with
Sight
us.
your grenade.
We're gonna do some more mortars. Okay. You got everything on video.
On Winter.
Oh, is that what they say?
Winter.
Ja.
There's Marcus.
Winter. Move with your guys, direct 60 degrees, 50 to 100 meters, and check the fields there. When there's nothing, you come back.
He's hinter dir.
Winter just wants to fire his grenade.
No, when you're right.
He don't want to go over there. He just wants to fire it into the air.
Wedge on Winter.
Pass.
Ja. Philipp, hau dich mit Maxi hier in den Graben.
Yo.
Der Rest bleibt.
Keep moving.
Aber nicht zu weit.
We're in the stream.
20 Meter.
Was ist? Step left.
20 Meter. Inside this river.
Angeblich Feinde auf
So we've got the second death squad rolling out this time. I'm not as confident in this death squad with Winter in the lead. I'm not as confident with this one. I feel like all he wants to do is just shoot his gun in the air and hope for the best.
It looks clear.
Be careful, 60 degrees in the woods.
Check 60 degrees.
See, I'm looking at 60 degrees in the woods, and I'm not seeing any.
I'm just waiting for the bullet just...
What are you saying?
Oh.
On top of the...
Ein Stück weiter rechts.
400.
Halbkette, ach du Scheiße. Halbkette direkt auf,
Das ist eine Halbkette.
Like 50 meters.
Where are those bullets landing? Again, you see as we cover the map how bushes, rocks and trees, they all pop in. It is a shame on these render distance maps. Especially when you can see really far. You don't really notice it as much on Caratan or Saint-Mier. Or even Dinant that much because it's more close quarter. You don't have these long sight lines like you do on Stonne. I'm dreaming of a short Post Scriptum movie. Right, if I was that talented, I would 100% do one.
Müssen wir jetzt ein Zeichen sozusagen ausmachen.
Hi. Bitte mach's nicht.
What's going on over here? They both just got that little piece out. What's going on? Crop and Driscoll just chilling in the corner with their P's out. Their little P38s. What's going on? Suspicious, if you ask me.
I feel like the admin will tell us.
Well, there's no actual boundaries. We just have to stick as a group. Well, stay on the cap.
Alright, where did you see them, Matthias?
I saw them like...
Look how nice the graphics are on here, though. I wish... This is what they need to do with Chapter 1 maps. They need to go back to Chapter 1 maps at some point and update them with all the new graphics and just make the Chapter 1 maps look nicer. Chapter 1 maps are usually... How Chapter 1 maps usually go is field with bushes along it and then a slight raise in the land and then it goes down. That's a Chapter 1 map. Well, you look at like the Chapter 2 and 3 maps. There's like extra ferns and different flowers and bushes added throughout the map, different rocks added, just to make the game more alive and add more opportunity as well for both for the players to use the cover and navigate the map.
We're supposed to hold position here?
Yeah, that's what I was told to take.
We've got an exchange going on though, lots of shots coming down. You can see Blitzkrieg and Maximum goes down there as Anderson as well. Anderson, who is an admin, somehow died. As a big flank comes in here from the Allies. Look at them, they're taking the hillside all the way here on the, what would this be? This would be the western side, and they're just raining fire down. Look at all the German casualties going down. Yita goes down, Heavy goes down, Kart, Maximum, Blitzkrieg, Anderson, the admin, somehow goes down. As the Allies get into a big uphill, what was this? A high-rise firing position. Volley of fire come down. Machine guns, M1 Grands, rifles, all firing down onto the objective. Rocker with that big BAR. Causing havoc to the defenders here. As is very... It took them a long time to get into position, but once they did get into position, the Allies have opened up a volley of fire here and been absolutely devastating. Marcus also goes down there as well. Anderson is alive. He's flying around in admin camp. I don't know how the admin died. I've never seen that before. You just see that absolute firing line. The Allies taking their time to take the high ground, putting themselves into the best position possible, and it's allowing them just to rain down. You can see the Partisans furthest along here on the flank. You can see the Death squads are starting to meet up. The IR-9 squad meeting up with the 5th Geb squadrons meeting up now. Few casualties starting to be returned to the Allies. You can see a couple of casualties there from Sturm and 7ID. As machine gun fire, you can see the defenders rushed back from the east. The defenders who were holding the east have now rushed across to cover the west, as the German defenders got caught off guard a little bit there with that big push. The question is, can the Allies keep up the pressure? Can they keep those shots accurate? And can they make the Germans bleed even more? This is the last objective. So if the Allies can cause as many casualties early on, it's going to make it a lot easier for them to push into this final objective. You see this trench line that runs all the way through the center though. This is what the Germans are holding on to at the moment. They're using the stream as their deep trench. Philip just goes down there. He gets sprayed down. The Germans really holding on to this stream here, acting as a World War I trench. Not quite sure where that landed. I heard a grenadier blast somewhere. Just to hear the Allies just not letting up. They're just firing. They're not having any pause. If only the 6th GA was here to join. Few casualties sustained to the Allies though. They need to keep up this pressure. They don't want to get stuck in the hills for too long. The longer they get stuck in the hills, it's just going to make the Germans entrench, know their position, and allow the Death squads to do what they do. Medics doing their job. Very risky medic. He's under a lot of fire here. He's dodging the bullets. Driscoll doing the Lord's work there, trying to bring back as many casualties as he can to keep the Germans in this. More casualties sustained here. Coma, Yita. As the Allies, with that initial big flank, are now starting to get embedded a little bit to their disadvantage. They're a little bit stuck now in the hills. And here, the remains of that first Death squad that took out the 6th GA have now started to flank, and their first targets are the Partisans. Partisans suffering a lot of casualties here. Joey goes down, Enrock goes down, Cry Wolf, Lays, and Gru. Lots of casualties there for the Allies as they get a flank. Oh, game crashed a little bit. We're back. You can see casualties sustained over here as well. Storm and 7ID suffering casualties as well, as the German defenders, initially took by surprise, managed to get back a lot of their downed comrades, returning volleys of fire, and they've just used the central stream as a deep trench to hold on. Is that a Panzerfaust? I'm not quite sure where that Panzerfaust went. I heard it fire. Death squad continuing their flank. Headshot there. Lysander taking his time, making sure he takes the headshot so he can't be revived. Sweet Kisses goes down. Webb's going to go down. Webb goes down. Cheese Right, the only one alive currently for the 6th GA, I think.
Sehr gut.
Gammon bomb thrown. Chief right gets hit by a grenade. He almost goes down.
Sehr gut, Leute.
Hannibal, Resolution, they both go down. Cheese right must see this. Ooh, good headshot there. And Mobius goes down as well. So the Storm and 6GA Remnants managed to clean up that flank going on there. Eggman and Hashbrown tried to push down the hill, but they got cut out. Hashbrown got cut down. Eggman now kind of stuck there. Not much he can do. As the rest of the allies fallen back briefly to deal with that flank that was coming in. I'm enjoying this, chat. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying it. How you doing, Cheese? You're the only one alive from 6GA. Make it count. Make it count, Cheese. But it was a good move by the Allies. That slow creep around, taking the high ground, getting in position, and then just opening a volley of fire down onto the defenders caused so many casualties to the defenders at the beginning. Their whole team had to shift their focus and look south at that point, or west in this case, northwest. If the Germans didn't have that central deep trench, I think there would have been a lot more casualties on their hands. Alva is very close to Alta. Alta must have heard the footsteps. Moving very slowly. Alta, did he get hit by friendly fire? I think Alta got tagged by a friendly fire then. Friendly shot. Draxler goes down. Very unfortunate there for Alta. He was in a good position there to take Alvarez. And also Nico, but Nico goes down. So it's just Alvarez left.
Ich lebe noch.
I think that was a little bit of friendly fire. It was either friendly fire or just a blind shot from the Germans. So who's going to take responsibility for that? Who's going to be the one who takes responsibility for that team kill? Was it Wood? What about you, Rocker? Rotag? What about you, Bro Neeson? One of you's guilty. I read a stat, and it's like the US did a study of World War I of how much friendly fire happened, and wasn't it something like 30% of casualties was a result of friendly fire?
Ja.
It's insane.
Was denn?
Amount.
Ich hätte gerade Hannibal gehört.
So when you get team killed next time in Post Scriptum, it's just part of the realistic experience this game offers you, you know? Don't complain when I blow your head off with my tank. A, you're not in a tank, and B, friendly fire is realistic. Brandy goes down. Cheese right goes down. Cheese right, come on, we had hope for you. Northern goes down. The remnants of the Allies now kind of sandwich here. Bro Neeson with his Springfield doing his best. Wood there. Eggman, he gets sprayed down then by that MG32.
Ein oder zwei sind da rumgerannt.
Auf 3 Grad oben im Wald. 3 Grad.
There it is.
krieg grad Beschuss rein.
Alves, the one who survived from that final death squad, coming in with the flank here, taking out a few of the last kills. I think it's only Sky and Wood and Ops left, and then I think that's it. That's a big grenade. Sky might go down here. Sky very lucky. It landed it. That grenade landed in a little ditch. Oh, Alves goes down. Was that Wood? Did Wood take him out, or was that more friendly fire there?
Okay. Wait, hold. Here. Stay here, bro. Fuck. Behind me. Fucking suppression! What? Oh, I thought you got him.
Just Sky and Wood left.
Oh, I thought you got him.
I had the bandage.
Oh.
I had the bandage.
Can they do it? 2 against 1, 2, 6, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 2 versus 18, I believe. If they can just get into the central trench, they have a chance. They have a chance. If they can get into that big trench, they have a chance. They have a chance, chat. They can do it. And YouTube, they can do it. This isn't looking good, though. This is probably the hardest approach they could take. Bismarck goes down. Wood goes down. Run, Sky. And that is the last remaining allies. I don't know if they have any respawn wave left. That might be it. I don't see any more alive on the board. And that is game. So the Germans managed to hold on with their final FOB, the final objective. GG to both teams. Very close game. Great play all around. Really enjoyed that. Really great play around. Let's have a look at the kills quickly before we wrap up. 99 for the Germans in the end. 83 for the Allies. So very close. Yeeta leading there with 10 for the Axis. Oh no. Leicester with 12 leading. 7 there with Court. Over on the Allies, we've got Eggman with 13. 7 with Hash Brown. So those are the tops there. I think I saw an 8. Yeah, 8 there from Northern.
GG.
What a great game. What a good game. I enjoyed that, man. As always, this is to my YouTube viewers now. I hope you endured this, YouTube. As always, please remember to like and subscribe. We're trying to hit 1,000 subs on YouTube. If you could help achieve that, there's going to be something special happens, which I'll announce soon. But as always, YouTube, thank you. Remember to check out the Twitch at twitch.tv/the_Yazoo. Sign off, YouTube. Bye-bye. And a big thank you to this month's Twitch subscribers: Jabes, Wildane303, Kaiser NG, Mepanator, Wafflecopf, Callum Derp, Soft and Sally, Morning Calf, Fury Arrow 01, Treesap Jake, Yazoo_bot, Brolifer, It's Carl's Designs, Selly_Kitty, and The Juice 056.